Hi, we're No Cerremony, and this is our piece for Sounds magazine.
There's something in the heart of us. There's bodies on the beach. She said, don't matter now if you want.
We all met through friends. It was a very kind of normal story. You know, we've known each other on and off for a while on the scene, and we just kind of got together, found that we had a very shared interest in what we wanted to achieve with music, and so started making music. Well, we're predominantly an electronic band, so that's the first thing. We make dance music, but we very much focus on the songwriting and the songs behind it, so we very much like to actually make sure that there's a nice thread in the middle of the song.
So I think there's a few stages to what we do. Sometimes we'll jam on something. One of us will come to practice with a song. We will basically look at the production side of it. Occasionally something will come out as it was intended at the start, but often it will just get changed, disfigured, distorted. And that's really like how we like to approach things, is just kind of not being too linear with it.
I feel like we're very industrialised as a band anyway, with that kind of hard electronic sound, but it's complemented by the fact that we practice in a kind of derelict studio, but it's actually a mill from the 1800s, so I feel like it's a really creative space to work in, and in this city centre it's pretty cool.
It's a very inspiring and supportive scene as well, so it's very privileged to be set up there. It wasn't ever something that we set out to do. It wasn't ever an intentional ploy to actually be mysterious. It was more just about the fact that we wanted to make music, and so we didn't really see any benefit to explaining who we were, or to having any form of photographs taken to put online, or any biography as to who we were, because we were such a new band. And so we just made music and we gave it away for free online, and out of that came this idea that we were a mysterious band. But it was just something that we kind of watched with interest. It wasn't anything we ever really tried to cultivate, or it wasn't ever anything that we really tried to change what we wanted to do in order to achieve. It was just something that we kind of enjoyed watching as it was building. With regards to the way the band was set up from the very start, we were always just focused on making music, and it's very nice to have that music recognised, and we really appreciate that everyone seems to be enjoying it. But for us, our focus is always going to be making the music and making the visuals, and actually putting, you know, our creative vision out there, and that's what we like to focus on. With the album, obviously Joey's on Heartbreaker. We're also really happy to have James Vincent McMorrow do some guest vocals on our record, and we spend a lot of time working with a friend of ours called Deerhead on our visuals. Well, we've always loved to collaborate. It's been something we've done from the very start. We just really like the idea of kind of joining forces with other people who have very strong and similar visions to us, and it really proves to have some very interesting results. We did South by Southwest this year, which as an experience itself was incredible. We played 6 shows in 3 days, and the audiences were incredibly warm and welcoming. And then we did a short West Coast tour of LA, Seattle, Portland, San Francisco. And yeah, the audiences were so supportive of us and welcoming. It's always fun to go somewhere new and actually try and perform to audiences that may or may not have actually heard you before. But we had a really good time. We're looking forward to going back. We just want to be making music in a year, still gigging, still touring, still making sure that, you know, people want to come and see what we're all about and releasing records, make more music.
Yeah.
That's pretty much the long and short of it for us.
Can you live through this?